Yes.
Good evening.
Hey, Disney friends. Welcome to the WDW Parkhoppers live video. It's Tuesday, so you know what's going on. Here we are. And we're starting something new. What are we starting tonight here, honey?
Cocktails in coffee cups.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hashtag cocktails in coffee cups. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm feeling that. But
all right. My cup is bigger, same amount of alcohol, I promise.
She's had a rougher day than I have. So welcome, everybody, to the WDW Parkhoppers live show. My name is Parkhopper John. This is Parkhopper Sid. Together, we are WDW Parkhoppers. You can find out more about us over at WDW Parkhoppers.
With an S.
.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at WDW Parkhoppers.
Mm-hmm.
Been a crazy week.
Yeah, a little bit. It's been a little heartbreaking in a few places.
It's been a crazy week for a lot of different reasons. But we're going to spend some time talking about Disney news and rumors from all over the world of Disney. So kick back,
relax,
enjoy
the ride,
as our good friend Lou would say. Yeah. So when I first started doing any type of podcast, I was doing the stuff with Tony, and I originally tried to do something on my own.
Start lighting,
lighting adjustment, because my head was glowing.
Oh, baby, that's the highlight.
That's right. And I found myself going, so sit back, relax. I was like, oh, crud, I'm going to get copyright infringement letter from Lou. So, yeah, anyway, a lot going on. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing is we have a couple announcements here.
The gift card giveaway.
Yeah, the gift card giveaway. Disney gift card giveaway. What we're doing, we got one more week. It ends on the 21st. So you've got until Monday at midnight to get your name in for a $100 Disney gift card. Now, all you have to do is go to wdwparkhoppers.com/gift card giveaway, all one word. And you can put your name and email address in there, and then you are in the running for a $100 gift card. Free. You don't have to purchase anything. So That's exciting. A lot of response. So
absolutely.
So very exciting. Who doesn't need an extra $100
to spend at Disney?
Heck
I don't know. Who spends money at Disney? So, and we will put that link down below in the notes. We'll put it on Facebook on its own. We'll put it on Twitter on its own.
Right.
All right. So, Bay Lake Tower Meetup. If you have never seen one of the beautiful suites at Bay Lake Tower, this is your chance. If you have ever wanted to meet some of the hosts of WDWParkhoppers.com, DisneyByTheNumbers.com, SorcererRadio.com, or the Disney Parks Podcast, this is your chance. On September 2nd, from 1 to 3 p.m., we'll be having a little meetup. It's going to be in Bay Lake Tower in one of the suites. The suite number will be sent closer to the event dates, and it will be sent to those that have bought tickets. So there are tickets. It's $5. It covers food and beverage and some of the giveaways that we will have there. And something happened?
Yeah, you keep
something
talking.
Happened. All right, I'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
So it covers food, drinks, giveaways, etc. We would love to see you. If you have any questions, definitely shoot them over to us. In the comments is always good. DM us directly, or just shoot us an email. So at Parkhopper John. Is that the one?
Yeah. You can go parkhopperjohn at Gmail. You can go wdwparkhoppers@gmail.com.
That's the better one. WDWParkhoppers with an S at gmail.com.
Yep. So, and I put the link in, and man, that link is god awfully long.
There's got to be a way to shorten. We're going to shorten
it. It should shorten. It should, but it's not doing it. So
yeah, we'll make that better later.
Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, go check that out. And
stop. Do it later.
I know. I'm working. I'm trying to get it to delete.
This is what happens on a live broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Last week was a different blooper reel. Today is all different additions to the blooper reel.
All right, and next up on the list, we want to talk about
30 days.
Yeah, our 30 days to Food and Wine Festival. I still have to post ours for today.
Ooh.
Been a busy day today. Totally busy day. And what we're doing is we're counting down the 30 days to Food and Wine Festival. Food and Wine Festival starts like in a couple of weeks, if you can believe that. So we've been counting down to when it starts. We've been doing different things, like we've been focusing on the cheese seminar, which we're very excited about, the tasting seminars with the wine, the pairings, meeting the chefs, all the little nuggets, all the new things that are coming. to Food and Wine Festival. We've been focusing on those every day. We're counting down until Food and Wine Festival starts on August 31st.
Absolutely. So we are excited. Hope you are excited. Can't wait to see you there. But I made John promise we would not talk about it too much tonight because we've thrown a lot of that at you so far. So
right.
We're adding a new section tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. What are we doing?
It's the rumor mill.
Rumor mill.
Rumor mill.
Do I have to come up with like a rumor thing like I have to do with Tony?
No. This rumor mill is, so we're hearing a lot of this, little tidbits dropped here and there, that there is possibly a change coming to Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
Yes. And no, we already know about Pandora. That's already happened. That's a change that has come and gone, and we've ridden the ride. So.
No, one of us has.
Well, you rode the boat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you rode the boat. Okay, so we'll tell you that story later, ask later. Anyway, is Dino Land USA being replaced by Indiana Jones Land? Dun, dun, dun. So that is what the rumors are stating. I'm going to keep saying rumors, allegedly, etc. So, allegedly, half of the attractions will be getting a theming overhaul, and half of the attractions will be bulldozed to the ground and replaced by brand new experiences. That could be drastic.
Could be.
All right. The flagship ride, Dinosaur, is expected to be reskinned as an Indiana Jones adventure ride. That
could be painful.
Which would be, I'm sure they'll give him a sedative. Which would be very similar to the 1995 attraction from Disneyland that is already an Indiana Jones ride. Dinosaur has literally the same exact, let's see, I want to get this right, ride vehicle and track layout as the California Indiana Jones ride. So that is not a big stretch. Nope. So the Boneyard Fossil Fun Site is expected to stay, but will be a little rethemed makeover into an archaeology themed gig.
The coolest thing about that for me is, I'm a big fan. I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark in the theater 33 times. So I'm really kind of hoping, like in the dig scene, like if the kids are there, they get to go like, "Oh, Leanda, la hela hela, oh, Leanda."
Even if the kids don't, he will.
All right. And then we can all go and put our hat on, the setting sun, and look really
cool. You always look cool.
I know.
All right. So the Boneyard Fossil Fun Site is currently, yes, I said that. Okay, Chester and Hester's Dinorama Miniland is on the chopping block. So all the real estate that's being taken up with the Triceratops Spin, the Primeval Whirl, and all of the Midway games are expected to go away, and an e-ticket attraction be placed in the location where it's at. So no idea. Now you have an idea. I
have a theory.
All right, he's going to tell me this because I don't know. I really don't know.
I have a theory. So a lot of people are going to be like, well, Animal Kingdom, how does this factor in with Indiana Jones? I think that we're beyond all of that now. I think we've got enough of the animal stuff to where they can bring in some other intellectual properties, and they've got Avatar there, which yes, there are some animal-esque things, but it's not. What
would you call Banshee?
It's an animal, but that's not the whole. Anyway, so what I think they're going to do is I think they're going to take out the little carnival area, Triceratops Spin, Chester and Hester's, all that good stuff. I think what they're going to put in is the Indiana Jones coaster from Disneyland Paris. It's an outside coaster. It's a looping coaster. They already have it. It's an amazing ride. I've ridden it several times. I've videotaped it a couple of times. The people in Paris were not happy. But yeah, it's a great ride. And that would not take, the footprint for that ride wouldn't take up that much space. So it's perfect for that. So you would have the Indiana Jones attraction, and then you would have the Indiana Jones coaster, which, following Disney logic, makes sense because then you would have two attractions in their land. So that's kind of what they're doing. Star Wars Land's only going to have two attractions, although they are going to have Star Tours, but they're only building two new attractions. Avatar Land's only got two attractions. So they're following this theme of two. So
do you think that the ride will end in a gift shop?
Is it Disney?
It's Disney.
Then yes.
So, and the dinosaur ride, just on a personal note, the dinosaur ride that they're reskinning is the one that you and I rode in Disneyland with our friends Dawn and her family and the kids and the napkins and the shoes. She was like this much too short. And so, we had to help her along.
Yeah, so that would be cool. I think that having that ride would be great. And do I want Dinosaur to go away? No. And it just got done having a major refurbishment. They just literally reskinned all the animals and painted everything. So this is quite an interesting announcement. If it's a rumor, it's a heck of a good rumor.
It is.
And I think that it's due. I mean, Dinosaur, while it's a great attraction, it's a 20-plus-year-old movie. So it's
and this doesn't even really seem it just kind of stretch.
Yeah, it needs a change. So so very excited.
But if you think about it this way, yes, they just repainted everything, and I love you, Disney. Really, I do. I mean, I'm sitting here, coffee cup, cigar. Okay. It is very possible that it might take them a few years to actually break ground on this.
Oh,
so that paint is going to be nice and dull by the time.
You're kidding. Disney take a long time to open an attraction?
I'm just saying.
Wow. Who'd have thought?
All right. So what else do we have in
7 years for Avatar Land to get open for 2 attractions. So the next 2 stories are kind of connected.
Quick service restaurant.
Are kind of connected. But Disney announced that they're going to be ending their express bus service. Now, if you don't know what this was where you paid like $25, $23, and for the day you could do express bus service from your park to park or park to resort or vice versa. And they were on a bus schedule and they would drive you around. And the next story is going to make more sense of this, but with the incredibly good success of the Minnie Vans, Disney's decided that they're going to stop or end the express bus service after only 8 months. So this is something that they tried. They're like, oh, this is really good. They tested it. They thought it made sense. People liked it. And then the next progression, obviously, is the Minnie Vans. So this service launched in December of 2016, and it was unlimited park-to-park transportation for guests for a price, and it wasn't that expensive, which I think is part of the problem here. So
they weren't getting their return.
Yeah, the Minnie Vans are more expensive, and it's sold as a per ride basis, and offers point-to-point transportation anywhere on Walt Disney World property, including resorts, the 2 gas stations, Disney Springs, water parks, and then the theme parks. But you can't go off property. That's the only thing. So if you've already purchased your service for the bus service and you're freaking out, the last day is going to be operating. It's going to be August 23rd. So hopefully you've already been contacted by Disney and you've made plans. Don't forget, you can always do Lyft and Uber, plus the regular Disney transportation.
Plus the Minnie Vans, depending on where you're staying. So in addition to them getting rid of this service, the Minnie Van service is being expanded to additional resort guests, and that actually started today, Tuesday. So originally this was only available at the Yacht and Beach and the Boardwalk resorts. With a few additional resort guests are now able to take advantage of this because they are extending it to the Wilderness Lodge, which includes the Copper Creek Villas and Cabins, and the Boulder Ridge Villas at Wilderness Lodge. So you can go to the front desk at the resort and activate the service for the use. Now, Minnie Vans, if you have not heard of these yet, these are these beautiful little red, they're not quite a van, it's more like a small SUV, red vehicles with big white polka dots. Now, they have sort of an outline of Minnie on the door and I think on the hood or the roof or something like that.
Somewhere.
But trust me, if you miss the big red car with the big white polka dots, you're doing something wrong. So they're hard to miss. They're adorable. They actually even have some larger ones that would be considered almost vans. Mm-hmm. They look almost like the church bus, the little mini church buses that people would take on retreats. Yeah. So, but they are also painted with the red and the white polka dots. So this is slowly being expanded to additional resorts and hopefully will soon be available at all resorts.
Yeah, it's very slow. So basically, if you're staying at Yacht and Beach Club or Wilderness Lodge,
that's not it.
And the resorts there, and Boardwalk, excuse me. So they're very slowly rolling it out. But I think that as it catches on, I think it's going to become more and more popular, and people are going to use it. My fear is they kick out Lyft and Uber. Well, they
won't kick out.
They probably won't kick out Lyft, but Uber's probably on the shopping block.
So Minnie Vans, the definition is it's a point-to-point transportation service. It's operated by Disney, and it's summoned through the Lyft app.
Right.
So we have actually not gone and experienced this yet, but It is $20 a ride, whether you have one person in the car or 4 people in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one way that they're making it slightly more affordable is you get a group all going to the same place and it costs less. If it's just one person, it's still $20.
Right. And Holly makes a great point in the chat room. She says that the ending of the bus service was lack of good marketing, just like the vacation accounts that they ended recently, which we didn't talk about. But it's very true. They didn't advertise a lot. I don't think they wanted to. I think that Disney...
They may have known that they were going to do the Minnie
Yeah,
Vans.
Disney knew that they were going to try to do something to offset the Lyft and Uber of it all, because they're not getting a cut of that. Now they're getting a cut of Lyft because they partnered with that company, and it's a better connection, better fit. I think Uber's having some real issues. I drive for Uber. I also drive for Lyft, and I think I want to start driving for Lyft because
a little bit more
because Uber has got some. They got problems, yo. So
wow, don't get yourself in trouble.
Whatever, come get me. They don't care. They're making so much money. I'm just a peon.
All right. So there is a big change coming.
Yeah.
Or some good sneak peeks coming. What is that?
One of the biggest things that I've been concerned about, and a lot of people who are fans of Disney have been concerned about with all the craziness that's going on over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, is what's going to happen to the One Man's Dream attraction. You know, they took Walt's office out and they sent it back to, the archives or D23. So we were starting to think, oh no, they're going to take it out. And, and they took out the movie and they started to put in, promotional videos for the movies that are coming out. So a lot of us were getting concerned. If you listen to the Disney Parks podcast, we talk about it a lot. The further we get away from the passing of Walt Disney, the less and less we see his name pop up. So we're starting to get a little bit concerned about it. But Disney's made an announcement that's put a lot of our fears at rest. Although the One Man's Dream attraction is about to change a little bit. But what they basically said is this One Man's Dream attraction is going to be reimagined. It's going to be transformed into Walt Disney Presents, which I think is phenomenal. It runs parallel to what Disney used to do on TV. It's got name brand recognition. I'm very excited by that. So much like what the attraction was before, it's going to continue to showcase historic items from Walt Disney's history, such as the sketches, the photos, the storyboards. A lot of the insides of that area is going to change. The costumes and
the collectibles,
yeah,
things
a lot
like
of
that.
those things are still going to change. But if you've been in there recently, we were there the other day where we got to meet. You're going to show the picture?
I'm going to show the picture. So
show the picture here.
Show the picture. All right, let me do this right. So I met my spirit animal. So if y'all can see that. Tilt one of these ways.
There
Baby Groot.
Yeah.
That's me and my selfie with Baby Groot. So there you go.
So if you've been in there recently, they have not replaced anything for Walt's office. They've also put a tarp in front of the entire exhibit area where they're talking about Epcot. So when they put the Star-Lord Baby Groot meet, they took a large portion of the back hall, the back end of that attraction. And they're still going to keep that going. So it's not always going to be Star-Lord and Baby Groot. It might be something else when another big franchise comes out that we can probably look forward to, maybe meeting T'Challa when Black Panther comes out, or maybe Ant-Man when Ant-Man comes out, or whatever. I don't think they're going to do Star Wars there. But
Star Wars has their own section.
Yeah, so you get my drift. But what they're also going to do is they're going to bring in a never before seen model of Toy Story Land. So if you've been in One Man's Dream, you know that they have like Shanghai Disney model. They have a couple other models from different parks around the world, and I think they're going to replace one of those at least with the model for Toy Story Land coming to Hollywood Studios. Nice. They're also going to bring in a portion. This is a freaky part. A portion of the model for Star Wars Land. They're going to bring that in as well. So I'm very excited to see that. I'm a little concerned that they took out the Epcot piece, but I'm really okay with that.
Yeah.
I would rather them focus on, Walt Disney's history and then what's going on in the future. And they did spend a lot of time on Epcot when really, honestly, they've got the space. They should probably just do an Epcot exhibit over in Epcot. That would make the most sense. So,
well, and my only fear is this going to slow them down? If they think, we can give people a little tidbit, they're going to spend so much time focusing on oh, here's concept art. Oh, here's a little model of this. Here's a little model of that. I know that they do the concept art and the models anyway. I do know this. I know how the world works. But if they're so concerned about making that perfect and presentable and that, will it slow down the actual building of the full-size rides or full-size attractions? It's my only thought. Maybe I just feel that way because sometimes it does feel like Disney goes a little slower than some of its neighbors. But they want to do it right, so I get that. Was that PC enough?
Want to do it right. That's funny.
Oh.
All right, so you'll notice that we are twinsying tonight.
All right, do we want to do this, or do I get to throw my other thing in real quick?
Oh, yeah, go ahead and talk about that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and this was something, my apologies, this didn't make it onto the notes. I found this about 5 minutes before we started tonight. But for every little girl that has ever dreamed of being a Disney princess, there is a new update. So Disney Dream Big Princess. It was an initiative launched in 2016, and it aims to tap into the power of Disney princesses and their stories to inspire kids around the world. Well, starting today, Disney is launching a global photo campaign in support of all that magic. So I am slightly reading this to you, so please forgive me. 19 first-rate female photographers from 15 different countries have created a series of empowering images showcasing real-world girls and women, and the pictures are ready to be shared on social media to help raise funds for Girl Up, which is a United Nations Foundation program supporting adolescent girls' leadership and empowerment. So some of the people that they have been photographing include the youngest ever speaker at the UN, a gold medal winning Chinese Paralympian, the founder of the first female cycling team in Afghanistan, a teenage author of a STEM coding book for kids, and a youth surfing champion from Brazil. To me, those sound like amazing role models for our daughters.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of excited about this. So from now through October 11th, through collaboration with Girls Up, Disney Worldwide Services will donate $1 for any public social media post of a photo using the hashtag Dream Big Princess. And so I will put a link to this on WDW Parkhoppers Facebook page and also on our Twitter. And so some of the pictures are absolutely amazing. Right now we are in a time that as women, we have gotten to, especially if you're around my age, which is, over 35, we have watched our childhood princesses, so Princess Buttercup and Princess Leia, grow up to be generals. So all those times that we were teased about wanting to be a Disney princess, there are things after princess. So I think this is actually really encouraging for girls. I think It's wonderful. So you may think I'm silly, whatever. I just thought that was really great because even in today's time, there's feminists, there's equal opportunists, there's all that political side of it. At the same time, we still need to be encouraged. We still need to encourage our daughters and remind them that they are wonderful, amazing people with skills and gifts to give. So thank you, Disney, for doing this.
Yeah, good job.
All right.
So now you'll notice that we were twinsying because the one thing, two things we want to talk about was the final rides.
One thing was the closing of 2 rides.
Right.
Yes, you had it
right. Right. The 2 things, the 2 attractions. Yes. I had a point and then just went,
the closing of our 2 rides.
Just gone. It's totally gone.
Sorry.
Totally
Welcome
gone.
to marriage.
So we got to experience our final rides on the Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Energy Adventure. Stupid Judy, stupid energy. So we got to ride that. We did that on Friday.
That's what they should turn into the dinosaur ride. Well, it's already pretty much a dinosaur ride with a 10-minute video about energy at the end.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's already halfway there with all the dinosaurs and the animatronics. That could be turned into a dinosaur ride. Okay, sorry.
Over at Epcot or over in...
Hey, if they're going to put Indiana Jones in Animal Kingdom, why can't they put a dinosaur ride in Epcot?
Because it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and I want that.
Well, they could put the dinosaurs somewhere else.
Yes, somewhere else.
Okay, somebody like that. So whoever that was, thank you.
I don't know. I just work here. So we got to go over and spend some time in Hollywood Studios, which I think that's the longest we spent in Hollywood Studios during the day in quite a while. And we had a great time. We met, like Sarah said, we met Groot and Star-Lord wannabe. We had a great time. And then we got to ride.
Hair's gotten much better for that meeting.
Yeah, we got to ride the Great Movie Ride. What was your kind of takeaway of our last ride on the Great Movie Ride?
Well, two takeaways. It was really kind of sad just to go through it and know that was going to be the last time. So I was really trying to find little pieces, some of the Disney characters are actually in the hieroglyphics and things like that. And so I was really looking for some of those hidden Mickeys. If you've never gotten your little yellow hidden Mickey book that are in the parks, what is Steve's last name?
Barrett. There's no longer in parks.
All right. We'll hook you up with him we'll put a link. I'm all about links today. Steve Barrett wrote a wonderful book on hidden Mickeys. And so we have them, own them, love them. And he's listed a lot of the hidden Mickeys that were in that ride. So we've gone through searching. Mm-hmm. And so that part was very sad for me. I have to admit, I was a little frustrated that there were some things that didn't work so well. The alien, they'd moved it, wasn't coming out of the ceiling anymore. We're all waiting for it. We were kind of in the back of the car. And so as we were pulling away, we had the gangster scene. And as the gangster went up and was overtaken by the curse, and our driver reappeared as the guardian of the tomb. Yes. As we're pulling away, we watched the next driver come out and get in place. And we're like, oh, wow, never seen that before. It was just kind of tore a tiny bit of the magic. And there was something weird we caught up to the car in front of us. Yeah, no,
I think they added another vehicle because...
But it was empty?
Yeah, I think they added another vehicle onto the track in front of us.
And so we have a driver with an empty vehicle having an argument with the Wicked Witch of the West. And then we all pulled away. And we're all sitting in our car going, what the heck just happened?
Just yeah, totally missed it.
So that was some of the bad part, but it was still, it was nice to go and say goodbye to the old girl. I'm very glad they're not going to change the outside. So
yeah,
we got some good pictures.
Yeah, I was the same way. I'm glad that what happened on Sunday night went so well. They had a bunch of cast members there. I know we bumped into some people who were former cast members. They had a big cast member thing Friday night and again Saturday night, and that's great. I was a little disappointed because I just think that, there were so many elements on the ride that weren't necessarily working.
Yeah.
That it's just like, we'll just let it go. It's going to be closed in 2 days. And
we've got an hour wait anyway. Just get the people
there.
Yeah,
I just kind of felt like they were just like, go through it and be done with it. I don't know. It's one of those things where my expectation for Disney was a little higher than I think their expectations that day were.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, the alien not working, there's 2 times that the alien comes out in that ride, in that section of the ride, and neither time did it come out.
Oh.
So I was a little disappointed with that. And then, but we did get both the gangster scene and the cowboy. No, we didn't get the cowboy scene.
No, we didn't get the cowboy.
They did the half the cowboy scene.
Well,
they didn't do the whole thing.
They do that anyway, because that's where they get confused.
Yeah, they didn't get the whole, in the bank and then, but
yeah.
So we got that, and that was great. It was good to say goodbye to it.
We always get the gangster.
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember the last time we'd ever ridden it and gotten the cowboy.
Yeah, it was great to say goodbye to it. I'm ready for something new. I know there's a lot of concern about the version of Mickey and Minnie and their friends that they're putting in the ride. I don't really care. It's Mickey and Minnie. I'm going to love them. I kind of like the new cartoons. I know there's a lot of, like my counterpart on the Disney Parks blog is like, it's got to be a pie-eyed Mickey. I'm like, well, dude, you're old. So, kids are not going to understand pie-eyed Mickey as much as they're going to want to see the Mickey Mouse that's currently on the Disney Channel. So I understand that, and I'm cool with that. I think it's fine. I think anything that breathes a little new life into that, the Great Movie Ride, Donald's going to be a part of it too.
Well, and let's not forget that if you go back into, especially the pictures with Walt, when Walt was standing there with Mickey Mouse, he had 5 fingers. He doesn't have 5 fingers anymore. So now, if somebody sees a 5-fingered Mickey, they freak out. I mean, you're only going to see a 5-fingered Mickey like on Times Square in New York trying to, schmooze for pictures and $1.
And that ain't Mickey.
Don't go there.
So that was cool, and it was nice. We got to see the cast. I've never seen the cast from the Star Wars coming off the stage. They have to walk across the walkway 3 times. We caught all 3 shows. We caught all of them. They were grumpy, all 3 of them. Anyway, so
Ellen's Energy Adventure. You go first.
This ride has always been the go-to if it was hot
or raining.
it's so dated. It's very dated. I wish that they had done a better job of keeping the because everybody's still doing everything. You know, Ellen's still on TV. Jamie Lee Curtis is still acting, and Alex Trebek is still doing Jeopardy. They could have had
and Bill Nye the Science Guy is still out there speaking science.
You know, so they could have updated this. I'm sure it would have cost money, but
well, if nothing else, they could have updated the movie at the very, very end that talks about how many years we have left of the different types of energy and where we stand currently with you know, hydropower and wind power and solar power. And they could have even done a quick flyover of Disney and shown the, in case you don't know, at Disney World, there's actually a field of solar panels in the shape of a Mickey.
Right.
And supplying power to certain areas of the parks. So it is, it would have been possible to update this.
Right. And it's one of those things where it's like, we've only got 50 years of power left. And we're sitting here going, well, that was what, 20, 25
Oh, wait,
years
when you
ago?
need a nap.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all.
Well, and that's also because it is a 27-minute ride in the car. So they tell you multiple times.
If you can't be here for a half an hour, you need to go.
Exactly. If you got a fast pass, you got a dining reservation, you got to pee, you need to get off.
So you know.
And one of my friends, well, no, I was going to
go ahead.
One of my friends actually wrote it, came down, got in there, wrote it like last weekend for his last ride. And halfway through, somebody jumped out of the car. That is not an easy ride to reset. I guess it takes like an hour. So they just had to shuttle everybody off and throw them out. And they didn't get to finish this ride because somebody had to get out of the car for whatever reason.
Right.
So, yes.
Okay. So, you know, it wasn't my favorite ride going in, and the age of a lot of the movies that they showed and the information they were sharing, it was just kind of like off-putting. But, you know, we said goodbye to it.
Yep.
What was your opinion?
That it was a 20-minute dinosaur ride with a 10-minute video at the end that was outdated of information about energy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So what they did Sunday night there was, on the very last ride, did you hear about this?
That they stopped the cars and let people walk around and take pictures with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and then exited people out of the building. So they didn't actually get to complete the ride.
Yeah.
So that was kind of odd.
No stupid Judy, no stupid Ellen, no stupid energy.
Yeah, so that seemed kind of weird to me. But hey, you know what? To each their own. I'm kind of sad to see them go, but at the same time, these are two attractions that really needed overhauls and updates. So I'm excited about what's to come. Super excited about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Although, again, it falls out of the whole deal with, you know, Indiana Jones and Animal Kingdom, Guardians of the Galaxy and Epcot. Yeah, it's just, there's a disconnect. But Disney's going to, I think, stop focusing so much on park-centric stuff. I think it's just going to put, where can we put rides and where can we get people? And so, yeah, so goodbye, Ellen's Energy Adventure. Stupid Judy, stupid energy. Goodbye, great movie ride. Thanks for the t-shirt.
We got more compliments on these. This is also part of the Disney by the Numbers t-shirt club. So, no, they're not available anymore. Once you see people wearing them, you can't order them anymore, but definitely get on the list so you get the emails and can see what's coming up soon.
Yep.
Please go get your tickets for the Bay Lake meetup, September 1st. I lost my notes. Sorry. Check out the Dream Big Princess initiative, which we'll post on, and definitely sign up for your $100 gift card giveaway. Did I miss anything?
Nope. And it's September 2nd.
September 2nd.
You're right the first time. All right. That's about it. Make sure you go over to WDWParkhoppers.com for all those links, all those stories, and so much more. And thanks for taking time out of your Tuesday night. And hopefully we'll see you in the parks. WDWParkhoppers.com. 4 parks, 1 world.
And everything in between.
All right. You guys have a great night. If we don't see you before then, we'll see you next Tuesday.